over the vague, pale horizon when we dropped anchor in El Golfo de Mexico on the coast of Aztec territory. It was a cool, peaceful morning. The mild morning sun was shining on the water and on my polished shield. I was standing near the bow of the first of the 11 ships, ready to climb into one of the long boats that was being lowered over the side. That day was Good Friday of the year 1519 Anno Domini. I hadn't slept much the night before, for I didn't know what our Lord's blessed day would have in store for us. I climbed down the side of the galleon and jumped into the small boat, followed by 7 other soldiers. 2 sailors also came along to look after their boat. I noticed how clear the water was this close to the beach. There were thousands of tiny fish, all colors imaginable, bolting away from the shadow of our boat. I felt like I was in a different world, a world of peace. But then I remembered why I was here, noticing the loaded crossbow in my hands. We ran the boat up onto the beach, and 8 of us advanced towards the forest, which was about 150 yards from the water, to make sure that there was no ambush prepared for our comrades on the ships. We walked along the forest for about 1/2 hour, and then walked back to the small boat, where the 2 sailors were anxiously waiting. We rowed back to the first galleon, and I prepared to give my report to Hernan Cortez. Sir, we patrolled the beach for 1/2 hour and saw no sign of the Aztecs. I believe that this is a safe place to land. With that, Cortez ordered the ships to be unloaded and that camp be made on a grassy part of the beach that was separated from the forest by a small ridge. This was to protect our camp from the night attack. We brought the 4 falconets ashore first to defend the unloading parties. I was stationed near them until all of our supplies and provisions were on the beach. Just as I began to relax, I noticed something moving in the bushes. Then a few strange-looking men emerged from the underbrush. They wore little clothes and had paint on their faces and chests. I aimed my crossbow, expecting a fight, but they continued to walk towards me. I then realized that they were unarmed, and they carried baskets woven from reeds, full of golden ornaments. Once they got a little farther down the beach, they seemed to look lost. Some pointed here and some there. So a few of us decided to approach them. They were obviously looking for Cortez. "What do you want?" I asked. I didn't know what else to say to the people that I came to fight. They did not understand me, and I did not understand them. So I motioned towards a large, brightly colored tent at the far end of the beach. The foremost Aztec nodded a few times, and, with a few other soldiers, I escorted them to Cortez's tent. When we arrived, we found a large group of men gathered around Cortez, who was standing on a rock in the center, holding the flag of Spain. "I take this land in the name of God and of Spain," he proclaimed, "and I name this encampment a municipality of Spain, Villarica de Veracruz." Rich town of the true cross, I thought to myself. A perfect name for such a settlement.
Great. A big round of applause.